Matt, who do you think the craziest athletes are? Like what sport?
Good question.
Uh, I mean, I don't
Correct,
know.
marathon runners. All right.
100% agree. 100% agree.
Yeah, a Florida man was arrested by the Coast Guard for trying to run across the Atlantic in a human-sized hamster wheel. He was running on this wheel that he attached like a bunch of buoys like around the wheel itself so that he
Hell
could
yeah.
sit in the middle and like run through it and run on top of the water. This guy came off of the coast of Georgia and he made it 70 miles into the ocean. Don't worry, he is definitely from Florida though.
Yeah, yeah, hell
So
yeah. Into the Bermuda.
he was trying to get to London. His plan was to get to London. So
Did
they
he have
catch
like
this
food
bull.
or anything in the
No, no,
wheel?
he's a completely retard. You can already
No,
tell.
he's a maniac.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not even done, dude. So, based on the condition of the wheel, which was afloat by result of wiring and buoy, the U.S. Coast Guards determined that it was conducting a manifestly unsafe voyage.
Hell
So
yeah.
they like start closing in on him, and he says, "Get away from me! I got a knife. I got a bomb." He says he's got a
Respect.
bomb in this thing.
Jesus.
So he's holding a 12 inch he's holding a 12-inch knife. They're trying to like, you know, talk him down and everything. Then eventually he admits, like, all right, guys, I don't really have a bomb. But they but they can't but they can't get him out of this thing. So they really have to like talk him into like, all right, come
Oh
on,
my
man. Like
word.
let's bring this thing back. So they finally talk him into it. They get him to a US Coast Guard base in Miami, Florida. And as of they don't really say what he's being charged with because I imagine the bomb threat is going to get him in some shit. But so September 1st is when they finally got him in. The guy's name is Reza Baluchi,
Hell
and
yeah.
he was found on August 26th, so they didn't get him in there till September 1st.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so this standoff was like, it took a little while between him and the U.S.
Wait,
Coast Guard.
how long was it?
He left August 26th. So they found him on August 26th, 70 miles off of Tybee Island, Georgia. They found him on the 26th. They didn't get him into the U.S. Coast Guard base in Miami Beach, Florida, till September 1st.
Damn. And he had no food or anything?
Apparently, he just had what yeah, I don't. Yeah, that he couldn't have lasted that long with that. He must have
Listen.
had water. He had to have had water. If he waited that long, you got to
Listen.
think he had water. Maybe like some trail mix,
We all know you can't go more than 5 days without water, right? So he had water. But here's the thing. Can we not let Darwinism play its role? Like, why do we got to spend my tax dollars to get him back in? You're like, oh, you really think you're going to make it to London in this thing? Through the Bermuda Triangle, by the way. Some of the most unnavigatable waters. And for those of you who don't know, it's not like you go from Florida straight across to London. You kind of have to go up the Atlantic, right? Across what they call the jet stream. That's a giant current that flows south. And you're in a hamster wheel. You know what? I would have pulled up and been like, you want me to give you anything? You need like some food or water? Because I know you're going to die out here and no one's ever going to remember because you're going to be eaten by sharks, by the way. So I don't know. What do you want? You want a power bar and some Red Bulls? Go ahead, knock yourself out, bro.
Yeah, he absolutely had to have food and water. If he's trying to make it that far and he lasted that long, I'm thinking he brought some maybe bag of shredded wheat and a bottle of Dasani or something.
Did
you know what?
Imagine,
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree, Liam. I'm gonna say that he brought a meth pipe.
Oh,
and more meth. That's what I'm gonna say.
This guy was 44 too, by the way.
Damn.
So he was no spring chicken.
Yeah, not what they would call peak condition age.
Dude, wait do you see the picture of this thing?
Matt, bring this fella up. I'm so intrigued.
It's absurd, dude. The hamster wheel he was running in is absurd. He's leaving Georgia like, oh, I'm just going to London. Wait till you see this thing. You ain't going nowhere, dog.
as a person, as I shit all over this guy, I can't hate on his ambition, man. I can't hate on the ambition. Look at him.
Yeah.
How many drugs you got to do? I mean, if you give me enough beers and I don't know, at one point I might be like, I bet you I could swim to London. They'd be like, all right, try it. Sped bull. See how that works.
Oh my word.
Yes,
All
Matthew.
right.
Let me see. Share the screen.
I'd love to know
please.
the math of like his average speed, so I know how long it took him to get 70 miles off the coast. Dude.
70 miles is no joke. So I know this for a fact.
He made it some ways out there.
When you take a
Yes,
fishing,
there he is.
oh
So,
my
dude,
god,
he had to have like
that had to take him a while
like a
to build. That
container
joint
with
nice.
water. He had to have a container with food. Like he had to have that stuff.
Oh, I
Like,
absolutely know for a fact he left Meth Island that we covered earlier in
Oh
the show.
yeah, yes,
yeah,
yes.
100%.
Oh my
Because
God.
there's no way you built that thing, but without methamphetamines. Look, yo, that joint's impressive.
1000% build it on Meth Island.
That's impressive, Matthew.
1000%.
Jesus, Liam, I didn't know he built a space shuttle.
Yeah, look
I
at it.
mean,
That's
holy
so crazy,
cow.
dude, with the paddles in it and everything. Like,
That is impressive.
Wow.
I take everything back. I'm on this guy's side, yo. Let him go.
he's
Dude,
nuts, dude.
could you
He's out of his
imagine?
mind.
Could you imagine though if he got into like a massive storm or like a
Oh, he's
huge
dead. You're so
nor'easter?
dead.
Like,
You're
could
so
you
dead.
imagine being like, what kind of hell would that be? Being tossed around in a ball like that? Like,
the worst.
no, forget
Ugh.
it. But
And
dude,
now-
I
shout
have
out to
to-
this guy.
I
Yeah,
agree,
I have
Matt.
to imagine once he got into like real choppy waters, he would
Yeah.
not have made
Someone
it much
save me.
further. Yeah, yeah, dude.
Now, here's my other
Banging it-
thing.
Yeah, getting tossed around in there, banging into the metal and stuff.
Also, like surviving in a ball with like,
Yeah.
like the air has to be limited. The air,
I'm sorry.
like the smell, it's got to be awful.
Are you guys also not forgetting the sun is just beating
Oh,
on you
yeah.
like a dead
Oh.
slave out on the ocean? Now, again, here's the 70 miles thing. So I've been on a billion for where we're from, for anybody that doesn't know, the charter fishing boats outside of Jersey, right?
Mhm.
And to go 30 miles off the coast where you can just so it's like 35 miles, I think. I'm probably wrong. People will be like, "Yeah, you're an idiot." I think that's where you start to lose the bend. You can't see the shore anymore. That's where like the curvature of the earth. So screw you, flat earthers. But that's where like the curvature starts, so you can't see the coast no more. It takes hours on a boat that has 600 horsepower to get out far enough that you can't see the coast no more, which is like 35 miles. So for him to be 70 is, I mean, shout out him, Mr.
Yeah.
Quadzilla. Quadzilla out there pushing.
Yeah, bro was doing a lot of meth.
Yeah.
But all right, really good stuff.